threw the curveball at you, didn't I? With the old brain. Now, of course, you already know that's what we're working on because you're watching a video that has a picture of the brain and it has a title that says brain part whatever. So before we get things started, let's let's partake a little bit of the tears of God. Blaspheming. I can hear pirate now. You're blaspheming. All right, what's up? We're a little bit of curveball. There's a story behind this. We as you know, working on Trojan Horse, put the hatch on. Much to the chagrin of some people, will cut the front pieces up. Again, still don't understand what's any different about cutting that up than cutting the whole thing off and putting the tubular part on it, except $700-800. I mean, just saying, because I can't weld, so I got to pay someone to do it. What's the difference with me cutting that up and cutting it all off? I don't know. You guys tell me. I'm sure someone will. Anyway, we have not had the brain to the track, at the track, since 2020. It's been almost 4 years. We took it in February of 2020. It was the last time I was at the track. The best pass that this car has ever ran is a 701. Last time at the track, it went a best of a 708. We've, haven't really done anything to it in that almost 4 year time, except just drive it. We drive it every day to work. I just took it to lunch, so this is my daily driver. And Trojan is not going to, I could have it ready, but what happened was they weren't supposed to have a test and tune this weekend. And I thought about maybe Pirate had mentioned going to Mobile Friday night. And I said, man, I just wouldn't have Trojan ready. And I said, what could I do real quick? And I went, well, I could probably take the brain. I didn't really want to race it because I was daily driving it. And, for brake transmission or something, that just puts me in a bunch of work having to get it fixed. And I said, you know what? Heck with it. Maybe I'll take the brain. Drive it up there, race it a little bit. But I wanted to do some modifications to it. Well, that test and tune, Pirate canceled because he's got stuff going on with his back, and he wasn't gonna be able to go. So I said, well, what the heck. Then Atmore said, hey, we're actually gonna have a test and tune Sunday. And I said, well, let's just stay with the plan. Let's take the brain. It's kind of crappy right now, so to speak. It's been a little humid, but that's all gonna push out. Here goes a jet taking off. That's gonna push out, and it's gonna get cold. And I said, well, we'll do a few little mods to the brain, and we'll take him as we planned on maybe taking him Friday. We'll go ahead and take him. It gives me an excuse to do some stuff to the car that I've been meaning to do and just been putting off because I've been lazy or whatever. So let me walk you through what we're going to do real quick, and then we'll get to work actually doing this. I snuck this in while you guys weren't watching. This thing's like a jigsaw puzzle. Trying to figure out how it goes together. And I'm not 100% sure how I feel about it. If you want to have it rotated up and all the way back, that just looks crazy to me. So, but I'm not, it's pretty stiff. And I got these old harnesses. Dang, these things, I don't even know how old these things are. February. Oh my gosh. Of what, 98? It's when they went out of date. Those are some OGs right there, dog. Those were the ones I had in my black car when I had to roll. I actually had a car with a roll bar, believe it or not. I had a black 89LX with an 8-point in it. But these were the harnesses that I had in it. So, dang, those are old. Anyway, we did change the seat as well, but I don't know if I don't hate it. I don't know if I love it. In a coupe, I mean, the tires actually might have an advantage. I can sit the tires back here and I don't have to worry about them moving. I don't know. I also thought about putting it in, if you can see better over here, putting it in with Rob Zombie, where the O'Shite bar runs across. It might actually fit in that triangular area, and that would just add more rigidity to an already unstable situation. So This might be a temporary thing, but we'll see. I don't know. I do like having the harnesses in the car. I just like driving with harnesses better than a seatbelt. It makes me feel like an actual race car driver, even if I'm not, but it does make me feel that way. We got a few other things that we're going to do. One of them is we have a 3-switch panel that we're going to use for the electric fan, and we're going to take the high fire box that was in McNugget and put it in here. It's already like stretched out for fuel injection and stuff. And then we're going to take the box from Pro Stock and put in McNugget, since it's already carb friendly. We're going to borrow McNugget's shift handle for the 2-step, and I need to get a hold of Hanlon and count my pennies and order me another shift knob, so I just don't like having to swap a bunch of stuff all around. So we'll have that, and we're also going to, how you like this, rusty guts, we're going to get rid of this huge brass radiator, which works great except that it leaks a little bit. We're going to get rid of that and this big old Taurus fan, and we're going to put a standard plastic tank, aluminum, with a smaller fan, not smaller, but a lighter fan in here. We're also going to put the electric water pump drive and relocate the alternator down. And then at some point we're going to get rid of that, do the radiator hose differently, because we're going to change cam, intake, and rockers and stuff, but not today. We'll just do the water pump, relocate the alternator, do the radiator stuff, get the switch wired in, and whatever. So the combination to the car is listed in the description, in case you're curious what all the combo is. It's all listed in the description. I don't think I have this oil puddle listed in the description, but it's there, so just so you know. But anyway, so let me get to work. Don't ask me why I just took that loose. That's right, guys, this is us working. It's gonna get hot. You guys don't see me work too much, so. Figured I'd show you guys how we do it. Lord have mercy. Yeah. Oh, this thing's heavy. Phew. I need to weigh it, just out of curiosity. So we have gotten that out of the way. I think I need to clean the balancer up some. It is disastrous looking. I need to maybe I'll run it for a second, sandpaper the balancer to clean it up. Okay, you hear that B cam? Bum, 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 bum. The muscle flexing. And if you're gonna get on that keyboard and you're gonna tap about that B cam, the only thing I will acknowledge, you gotta come say it to my face. You come say it to my face about the B cam, man. Come say it. Right to my face. About this B cam. It's easy to get on that keyboard and talk. You know, like it's like the old, you young guys won't remember this, but the old let your fingers do the walking on the yellow pages.
With time and energy, the Bell System Yellow Pages talks when you let your fingers do the walking.
Don't let your fingers do the talking. You hear what I'm saying? Let your mouth do the talking in front of someone else's face. That might be a little too old school for some young guys, but that's how it's supposed to be done. Anyone, hell, my 19-year-old stepdaughter can go in there and type something about a B-cam if she wants to. Don't make it true. Don't make it right. Roll that back. Woo. Man, we are having ourselves some kind of some kind of good time. What? I always see this deal on the water pump. Sit. Good boy. Shelby's like, what about me? Here. Yeah. Let me show you. When we changed the water pump a few months ago, we broke the bolt. Shocker, right? Check out that set screw. It's just to keep the bolt from falling out. Yeah, we'll see how all this works out. Hopefully we won't. I don't know. I'm not optimistic. We're gonna have to do some more stuff with it. So again, that belt doesn't have to be like super tight though, to turn it. And we've got you know, old wires. So we got the high fire, you know, almost done, kind of a deal. So, and then we've got our little switch panel back there that we're gonna put in for the fan, water pump, and much to the dismay of most everybody, a switch for the two-step. Just keeps me from having to run a wire over to the fuse box. But I'm just gonna leave it on all the time, so no one freak out. I'm not turning it off anymore. Like Trojan. I didn't have a single problem with Trojan at the track, so you guys get off my back. I've learned my lesson, maybe. All right, we've got the switch panel, and we've got the shifter and the two-step. Everything's wired up. We've just got to still relocate the alternator, and we've got to put the radiator, get the radiator in, and just the fan wired in with the relay. But I want to start it up and see what it sounds like on two-step. Cannot let it run for long, obviously. It would also help if we had the keys, which are on the dash of the car. I'm a moron. Got it running for just a second. I want to run it up on the two-step. Let's just put more spacer. The belt's right on the edge. Okay, it works. Now we got to get the alternator stuff and the get the alternator and the radiator in it. Yeah, I should have put more spacers on that. We've got this full of water. And 24.6. 24.6. All right, we got the big one filled up. It is 36 and a half. So, what is that? 12 pounds? That's a 12-pound weight savings. Whew. I'll take it. And these cool fine. I mean, you know, if you got like a blower car or something bigger, high compression, maybe you need something bigger or whatever, but that'll work fine. That is some fine engineering right there, brother. let me tell you something. So anyway, it's together. At least that part of it is. Not, you know, super duper happy with that. This is like sort of temporary, because once we put the cam and stuff in, we'll get that broken bolt out, and then we'll be able to have it a lot better. But for right now, this is what we got. So anyway, blah, 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 blah. Sounds like a 1973 Camaro. You little blah, blah, bleeps. But anyway, all right. Well, what? I think we got something. I don't know. I got to put water and stuff in it, and then we can take it for a ride tomorrow. All right, here we go. Test drive. For the record, about 1 out of 7 times this thing will act weird going in fourth, so there's a very good chance that I'll miss a gear. Just want to go ahead and get that out there. Been like that for years, but and I haven't really got on this thing in it's been a while. That was not to the shift line before, but got on it a little bit. Yeah, finalized, brother. It kind of moved around a little bit, but I haven't done bolt checked it either. So when we get back, I'll probably put it up on jack stands and check all the controller bolts. When you run a spool, that's a good idea to do that. This car also does not have a chip. It runs straight off the EEC. Feels all right. I can't see any timing marks on the balancer. I was just going to double check the timing. I can't see any of the timing. So I don't know what's going on there. I'll take a closer look at it maybe when I get home. I don't really plan on doing a whole lot. Just going up there and racing it. Have a good time. So we'll get at, like I say, we got mods planned for this thing probably during Christmas, I think, during my Christmas vacation. I don't know. Can't never tell with me. Feels pretty good. Whoa. No need to get crazy. All right. I know that wasn't overly exciting, but we want to save it for the track. It is so nice to be able to turn the electric fan on with just a switch, not having an alligator plugged in. I cannot believe I did that for that long. That's all right. We'll do it for this right, a nice little easy peasy test drive. We got it out here in the driveway. Got McNugget sitting on the pad, so we'll jack it up, put jack stands under it, and just go through all the rear suspension bolts and just kind of look at everything real quick. Like I say, I was mistaken. The last time this car was at the track, it ran a 710 best pass. It went like an 11, 11, a 12, a 10. I think it went a 16 spinning and another pass that was spinning. I made 6 or 7 passes. And the DA was good, but when it went to 701, the DA was like 300 foot below. It was a really good day. It was cold. Car was running great. So I don't think we've done enough to run a 699. I just don't. Plus it's got 4 more years of usage on it. But you know, I'll tell you how you're not going to run a 699, by not going. We know that much. So what did we do? We added the shoulder harness deal from the last time the car's been. We added the shoulder harness deal. We put a lighter radiator and fan assembly in it. We put an electric water pump drive on it. I did fix the exhaust leaks. It was just loose bolts, so I did tighten them all up, so now it doesn't sound as bad. And we probably took, this is what's going to make the difference, is we took some weight out of the car. Not a ton. I was at one point in time, much like Trojan and Pro Stock were who was going to be the carbureted car, this car and the Fail TD were in competition as to see who was going to be, you know, the guy. Was I just going to leave the Fail TD the way it was, or was I going to convert this to carburetor and this was going to be the fast car, which is now McNugget, so to speak. McNugget took this car, but the guy Michael, I can't remember his last name, that did the fiberglass bumper for the Fail TD, that's what tipped me over the edge. He said, hey, I'm going to make the bumper. And I went, oh, I mean, literally, I had taken the hood off this car and it had a bolt-on hood. I had cut all the bracing out of it to lighten it up, to make it like a pin-on. And I'd taken the door panels and stuff. I'd, you know, taken all the low-hanging fruit that was left weight-wise out. And I got that email or Facebook message from him. He was going to make the bumper. And I stopped. I just stopped right then and said, okay, here we go. We're doing the Fail TD now. So, but yeah, so we did take a little weight out of the car. I'm going to run it without a hood. It's probably going to be maybe 70 pounds. I mean, I don't think we're going to have enough weather. I don't think we've done enough. It's going to be close. I don't think we can. If we can run 7.0s, I'm going to call that a victory, but I just don't know if we've done enough. So I don't think we have, but you know, put your guesses up. Like I say, best pass ever ran was 701 at like 96.8 or something like that. So future plans: Hogan, ported GT40 lower, F-cam 1.7s, and then we'll see where we're at there. May put some different headers on it. It's got 1 5/8 BBKs on it now. We may put some 1 3/4 and change the exhaust up a little bit. We'll see. Like I say, we still drive it. So, but anyway, and we also put the high firebox on it and have a 2-step now. So that might play a little role in it too, as far as being able to launch the car. So anyway, I know a lot of talking, but we did do a little work. So anyway, this is what's going to the track Sunday. It'll be a surprise. I don't think nobody knows I'm bringing it. So anyway, all right. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for all the ways you guys support the channel. We couldn't do it without you, and we wouldn't want to, but especially thanks for watching. And until next time on Substandard Leader and Fox Body Videos, one your only link is for drag vans, and as always, fight the good fight against Dr. Fear. We got this B-Cam, baby. Let's go do some work. We'll see you guys in the next video. I might actually watch it a little bit too. It's pretty dirty.